Good day, everyone. I am Marnel Andal Balunsat.
I am Jamaica Zapata.
I am Roldan Rueco.
I am Jane Navarrete.
And I am John R.B. Tejano, and we are the Group 2 from the Bachelor of Culture and Arts Education.
We are going to discuss about what is music, notes, and rest values and the parts of it.
Let's define what is music. What is music? Sounds are all around us, from birds chirping and waves lapping against the coastline to cars honking in traffic. But sometimes, sounds are put together in purposeful ways to create a specific atmosphere or to express ideas or emotions. Such organized sounds are called music. Music is a collection of coordinated sound or sounds. Making music is the process of putting sounds and tones in an order, often combining them to create a unified composition. Music is made of sounds, vibrations, and silent moments, and it doesn't always have to be pleasant or pretty. It can be used to convey a whole range of experiences, environments, and emotions.
In this music theory lesson, you will learn how to divide the notes and how to understand exactly how long or short a tone or rest can be. A musical note can show us two things. First one is duration. The duration, or how long or short the note is. This is called note value. The second one is pitch. When placed on a music staff, the note also shows the pitch, which means how high or low a note is.
So we are going to discuss the note values are fractions. So I am going to read it from left to right. So the names, as you can see, indicates that they are fractions. So each note value is a part of a whole note, and that also gives them their names. So the first one is the whole note. We often say it lasts for 4 beats, since the most common note to count beats with is the quarter note. But this can change, since a whole note can also be counted as 2 half notes, or 8 notes, and etc. So the second one is the half note, usually 2 beats long. And the third one is the quarter note, usually said to last 1 beat. So the fourth one is the 8th note. 2 8 notes equals 1 quarter note. So the last one is the 16th note. 4 16th notes equals 1 quarter note.
So next, we have the part of note. So the different parts of a note show us how long or short the note is. The different parts are the head, the stem, and the flag. So as you can see on the charts above, longer notes are wide. The longest whole note, let's say it lasts for 4 beats, is the simplest, only a wide oval. The half note or 2 beats adds a system. The quarter note or 1 beat also has a stem and adds color black. Shorter notes like the one above and 8th note is equals to 1 half of beat. Also adds a flag to indicate that they get shorter. A 16th note gets 2 flags, a 32nd note gets 3 flags, and so on. The more flags, the shorter the note value.
Counting the notes and rest. So, the note shows us how many beats or parts of a beat they last. But what is a beat? Think of it as your heartbeat. All music is based on beat, and the different notes and rest symbolize how many beats or part of a beat they last. However, since notes and rest are fractions, the number of beats that a note value or rest lasts can actually change depending on what note the beat itself represents. What will never change are the relationships between the notes and rest themselves. Let's take a look at this note values chart. From the top, you can see that a whole note or rest equals to half notes in durations. A half note or rest equals to quarter notes. This will always be true. As you start learning about music theory and playing the piano, it is usually enough to first of all understand that one beat is very often represented by a quarter note. Just remember that this can change, any note can be worth one beat. So, assuming that one quarter note equals one beat, the basic note and rest values in music would have the following number of beats. Quarter note and rest is equal to 1 beat, half note and rest is equal to 2 beats, whole note and rest is equal to 4 beats. However, the whole rest has double duty. It is worth a whole measure of silence, whatever the time signature says. Continuing to divide one beat, quarter note in smaller fractions we get 2 8 notes is equals to 1 beat, 4 16th notes 1 beat, 8 13 seconds notes is equals to 1 beat, 16 64th notes is equals to 1 beat.
Music rhythm. Notes can be combined in many ways. Notes and rests are combined in patterns. These patterns are called rhythm. Shorter note values are often grouped or beamed together, usually in groups lasting for 1 or 2 beats. This makes it easier to read and makes more sense when playing the music. Breathing rhythm can be made easier by using rhythm syllables. Learn to read notes and rhythm better by practicing a little every day.
Adjusting the note values, triplets, ties, and dots. You can combine the basic notes, values, and rest into rhythms in any way you like. But there are more interesting notes to spice up the music with. Some of the most common are triplets, tie, and dotted notes. First one is triplets. 3 notes grouped together. Usually you will see 8-note triplets, but any note value can be combined as triplets. This example is a quarter note triplet. A simple rule of how many beats a triplet is worth is to take away one of the notes. So 3 8-note triplets equals to 2 8 notes, 3 quarter triplets equals to 2 quarter notes, etc. Second one is ties. There are 2 ways you can adjust the duration of a note. One way is by using a tie. 2 or more notes with exactly the same pitch can be tied together, meaning that you can play the note only once but keep it for the added length of all the notes that are combined. Only notes can be tied like this, not pressed. The last one is dotted notes. Another way to make a note value longer is to use a dot after the note. The dot prolongs the note with half of its value. So for example, a dotted half note is worth a half note plus half its value a quarter note. Both notes and rest can be dotted, and you can have double and triple dots as well. Every dot adds half the value of the last note added.
That's all for today's video. We hope you learned something from it. Mabalo!